Hello, I'm by far the one who has the worst accent, so excuse me about this. I wanted to share with you some thoughts that we had as a distributor for not articles but usually books and also subscriptions. We are one of the four distributors in France. Actually, we are based in France, but we have publishers from almost everywhere. And the distribution is something that is very important in France for paper, because there are 10,000 retailers, and so there is a kind of culture of distribution in France. And 4 years ago, when we started our business, we decided that distribution was also something that was pertinent for digital content. And it was pertinent because if several retailers are there, and if the offers require complex access types, the logistics between publishers and retailers is still valuable. So as a distributor, we've seen a lot of different kind of offers, yet most of them today is pretty poor. That is, one file is the offer itself, but we also see more and more offers that are made of several files, made of access to a site, and made of subscription to a corpus of content. So we are starting with the same model as the book distribution as before, that is with an ISBN and the content. We can make retailers sell accesses. Actually, what they sell is a link to anything. You imagine that a URL is something that leads to anything a publisher can think of. So we've seen a few things while distributing books, especially considering the price of each offer. And in the beginning, publishers were talking with us, trying to know what was the best price. So we spend more time than we used to be when I was a publisher and for paper. The prices scale were the grid were fixed more or less, and we knew where the books were, what price we would give to which books. But with digital content, it became difficult to understand what people were expecting for prices. And so we started to just look at what sold. That's the good thing about being a distributor, is that you see the streams, and you see what sells and what doesn't. And one thing that we've seen as a distributor, we accept most publishers, including publishers that didn't publish anything before coming to us. And there is a trend today that people make a business in refurbishing public domain content. And at first it seems bizarre, but actually it sells. And the question was, why does it sell, and why at that price? In a way, you can find Shakespeare works anywhere. The value of Shakespeare works is invaluable. Still, you have to put a price on this, and people are ready to buy it instead of getting it for free. We don't really know what's in work here, but we can see that. We also see that books from OECD that we happen to distribute do sell on the iBookstore at a price that is not the cheapest you can have. While the same content, the same book actually, is available on OECD sites. Not in the same format, but still you can reach it. And we see that people seemingly do prefer to pay £12 instead of getting it for free. Also, there is a phenomenon that you know well, that when you have discount offers for a small period of time, it encourages more sales and in the end more revenue, even though the content itself doesn't change. At least the value of the content doesn't change. So more and more, seeing those three things every day, we were thinking that what we call value of the content is probably not what we used to do with the print book, and probably the value of the content is separated from the price we ask for the unit offer. So the question was, if not for content, what are customers willing to pay for? And we've seen, as a distributor, the two main reasons why people are paying a book instead of getting it for free, maybe illegally or legally, is the easy access from the place where they are. That is, the place, it means I am at home, I am in the library, I am on the web, I am maybe on my social network. I need this content right now. And if someone is able to let me access it, I'm ready to pay. Maybe not too much, but I'm ready to pay for this service. Also, of course, this is a bit different, but it has to be handy. That is, I need to be. It has to be easy for me to read it, and easy is different from people to people, and for the same people at different periods of the day. If I have an iBook, if I have an iPad, one in the morning, or if I am behind my browser in the evening, the fact that the content comes through this device is very important in the value that I give. Plus, of course, is the navigation through the content. It is through search engines, through facets, through categories, and so on. So this is the value of access. Plus, there are rewards about the act of reading. And of course, the environment has to be well done, well designed, and rich if possible. Now, the standard is to have often audio and video. One of the most important things is that the curation is appropriate. That is, we want less and less having everything, or having to do the job of looking into the content by ourselves, because one thing that is very precious is the time, and we are more and more solicited, and we start to be ready to exchange time for money. Plus, something that is quite trendy is to be able to share what our findings, to share what I've found with my colleagues and my friends. So that's something that is really appreciated. So what we've seen is the price of the product itself, instead of being related to the content, is more related to what we could call reading comfort. The comfort being the addition of ease of access and the reading reward. And this works whatever content is in the book. And if the content is bad, I could pay for reading comfort. If the content is good, I could pay for the reading comfort, even though the content is for free elsewhere. But still, content has some importance, but not in the price you set for the offer. Mostly on the number of interested users. And this is something that I didn't realize before distributing digital content, is that the content value has nothing to do with the price of the offer itself, but of the number of users interested in this offer. And of course, this is again an addition of the quality of the content and the reputation of the authors. Actually, the content reputation. The content can even be bad. If it has good reputation, a lot of users will be interested in acquiring or reading it. So, as a conclusion, the total revenue should be seen as a balance between the reading comfort and the content reputation. And if the content reputation is good, you will have a lot of customers, but the price you could ask for is more related to reading comfort. So this is the main conclusion that we've come up with, and we are explaining our publishers that they have to think about what is the comfort in 2012. It certainly is different from the comfort that we used to have when we were only reading paper books. Lying on a sofa is one type of comfort, but being able to have access to content very quick now in my device is a new comfort that we have really to take in account, because this is where the price we have to reside. Thank you.